Hello my beautiful people. In this video, I am going to show you 3 easy ways how to manifest your specific person, your soulmate, using the law of assumption. So before I get started, I'm going to introduce myself for those who know me and don't know me yet. My name is Trisha and I am dedicated to help you become the best version of yourself, live and achieve the life you've always dreamed and desired of, because I truly believe that we can all have it and we all deserve it because the power lays within you. So manifesting your specific person or attracting that soulmate you wish for into your life is super simple when you use the law of assumption, and it's very, very effective. Because if you do these 3 steps, they're simple. You don't need any tools to it. The only thing you need is your brain, is your mind, and you will see how the results can come within a few days, because it lays in the master key explained in step number 3. I'm going to start with step number 1. The first thing you got to do is think of your specific person or that soulmate you want to manifest into your life. So let's say if you know the person, a specific person, then it is easier. So you can just think of that person, you know how that person is, you know how that person looks like. But if you don't know that person, if you are just trying to manifest your soulmate, think of what is a soulmate to me? What will be that specific relationship or that specific person I would like to have in my life? What traits should that person have? Let's say, generous, kind, loving, caring, or whatever traits are important for you to have in a relationship. If you get clear on what it is that you want your specific person kind of traits to have, it will be easier for you to implement them in step number 2, because step number 2 will define the person you are going to attract. So number 2 is role play. Play it all out. So what do I mean with play it all out? So I'm gonna give you an example. So we all know kids, and we all know what kids do. So what do they do in their time, when they're still like 2-3 years old? They do the role play. And what do I mean with role play? So have you ever seen a kid or been with kids? They'll be like, hey mommy, hey daddy, or hey auntie, or whatever. I'm throwing a tea party, and they invite you to their tea party, or they don't invite you to their tea party. They're just having their own tea party with whomever is there. So what those kids are doing in that moment is they are in that imaginative state. They are in the state where they imagine there is someone there. They are throwing a big ass tea party with whomever is there. We don't see anyone, but for them, those people or those friends exist in their mind. They are playing it out. And what is very, powerful in that tool that unfortunately when we grow up we don't do anymore is we are putting ourselves in the state of as if already has happened, as if it is already happening. We are feeling it like it is there. Those kids are seeing it. They are living that moment in that moment, even though nobody is there. So what I'm trying to tell you now is do that with yourself. Do that with you trying to attract your specific person. So what you can do now is when you are at home eating your dinner, imagine your soulmate, that specific person sitting next to you. Imagine that person laying next to you while you're watching your Netflix. Imagine yourself, your soulmate sitting next to you. You are having a blast. You're laughing about that show. It's so funny, or whatever it is. Why you had to be specific on what kind of traits you want your soulmate to have is when you're doing that, you implement those, traits into that role play. Let's say you would like to have a soulmate that is generous. So now maybe you are walking down the street and you just pass by an ice cream shop, and you be like, imagine yourself, you're walking with your soulmate and he's like, hey, you know what, honey, I'm gonna buy you ice cream today. And you'd be like, thank you so much for you being so kind, for you being so generous, for you being, looking after me. Just imagine that in your day-to-day life. Imagine all of that in whatever you are doing in that moment. If it's fitting, like, maybe it doesn't fit in every moment. You don't have to do it every second, but think of it and just get into that moment, get into that role play. And when you get into that role play, you are feeling it. You need to feel those emotions as if you are already living in that moment. And this is how you take yourself out of a state of, oh, I'm not having it. You take yourself out of a state of lack. You will see when you do this, you will be happy in that moment. You will feel blissful, you feel joy, you will feel everything you want to feel. You will not feel bad. No, believe me, you will feel good. And don't think, oh my gosh, this is so silly, and as it says, for kids. Don't do that. It is true. It can become true, because everything those kids are doing in that moment, they imagine themselves cooking, throwing a tea party. When they are adults, they will throw that tea party. They throw parties, you know what I mean? So it has nothing stupid about it. Don't feel dumb about it. Don't feel awkward about it. Just do it and you will see results. So now for you to take that law of assumption to the next level, for you to take that to boost that manifestation, there is one key secret to it. This is the master key I was talking of. You do this right before bed. Do this every single day right before bed. If you don't do it during the day, do it right before you sleep. Because before you go to sleep, you are in a state called Hypnogia. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I hope I pronounce it right. So you are in a state called Hypnogia, and this is the state between consciousness drifting into that sleep state. So when you sleep, we all know your subconscious mind is awake. Your subconscious mind is alert and in their work. So when you think of, or do that imaginal role play of you being with your soulmate, you are taking those feelings into your sleep. You are bringing them, planting them deep down into your subconscious mind, and now you have planted that seed. You have mastered that biggest secret. Your subconscious mind is now in the works, because this is the last thing your subconscious mind got from you, from the awake state, because you are in that transition state, which is very powerful, where you are starting to open your subconscious. You're really planting that seed inside there, and you will see your manifestation, your soulmate can come within days. So how you do it is by, when you go to bed, imagine yourself, your soulmate being there, and you be like, hey honey, today was, a good day. I had whatever. Just act as if your soulmate is laying next to you. Give them a good night kiss. Give them a good night hug, and feel all those emotions. Feel the gratitude of, oh, it's so nice that I'm laying here with my soulmate. I am laying here with the love of my life, or with that specific person I wanted to manifest. And when you do that, believe me, right before sleep, that is the key. Your state of mind, your subconscious will, drain it in, and there's no way it won't work. I just want to make one thing clear. So you can manifest a specific person into your life, and when it comes to romantic connections, it always takes two. So if you manifest your dream person, or a specific person, and that person is interested in you as well, or interested in the same goal that you have, let's say for instance in living a healthy relationship, living in love, living in peace, whatever that it is that you want from that relationship, then it comes true very fast. But if that person is still in a state where they are not thinking about those things, where they are still far from that, you will see that it will take a bit more time for them to come towards you. So that's why, if it doesn't happen overnight, within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever you get promised, just think of that. Okay, that means not that your manifestation is not coming true, but that means your person is not yet on that vibrational level as you are. So you just continue, doing your manifestations, doing the law of assumption, and you will see maybe one day it is not exactly that person you wanted, but the universe will present to you, or going to get pulled into the direction of someone else, but who has exactly those traits you were looking for, or and looks similar to that person you wanted, or whatever it is. You will still get that, even though it is not exactly that person, but your wish will become true. Type that into the comments. My wish is becoming reality. And I'm gonna thank you at this point for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, just let me know in the way you ever want to know. You can let me know by liking this video. You can let me know by subscribing to this video. You can let me know by leaving a comment, however you wish for. And I'm gonna say thank you, goodbye, and see you next time. Mwah.